Recently, the courtroom witnessed a dramatic and unexpected turn in the legal issues surrounding rapper Lil Durk, as the rapper was observed shedding tears. Already receiving a lot of attention, the case now appears to be about to take a considerably more complex and sinister turn. More than 230 gigabytes of surveillance footage, audio recordings, and more than 20,000 pages of evidence are being entered into discovery as part of the ongoing court procedures, among other new findings. Popular media figure DJ Academics, who has been following the case closely, disclosed these startling findings, implying that Dirk may have been unintentionally ensnared by the evidence and even his own music. Academics pointed out a troubling trend in Dirk's work that might link him to illegal activity. He noted that Dirk's albums, which were published over a number of years, appear to describe his personal misfortunes and the retaliation he desired. Beginning with his releases in 2020 and 2021, Dirk's music, especially during this period, expressed his intense sorrow for his brother D Thing's passing. Academics hypothesized that Dirk may have been inspired to create music about the retaliation he believed was required to mend this emotional trauma. The terrible deaths of Dirk's family members, including King Von, and the 2023 publication of his album, I'm Almost Healed, raised the stakes even further by 2022. This development struck academics as almost poetic, implying that Dirk's desire for vengeance might have been a coping mechanism for his emotional scars. But even though these recordings documented Dirk's suffering and loss, his music might have had an effect that went beyond catharsis. Critical evidence that links Dirk to several violent incidents has been introduced in the case's most recent developments. Dirk's M for Hire case, a well-known legal battle in which he is accused of planning violent crimes against rivals, saw its trial date postponed by his defense team in an attempt to delay the proceedings. In order to give Dirk and his legal team more time to prepare, the trial was rescheduled from January 2025 to October 2025. Since then, as more information keeps coming to light, the case has become increasingly complicated. Specifically, it has come to light that Dirk was involved in the death of Stefan Mack, whose death is thought to have been a targeted act of retaliation for the January 2022 murder of Dirk's brother, D Thing. Despite the fact that Dirk has not been charged with Mack's death, his name is mentioned frequently in court documents, and prosecutors have hinted that there might be sufficient evidence to bring charges against him. Dirk's Instagram stories, which the prosecution believes have a clear connection to Mack's death, are among the evidence that was made public. Images of Dirk grieving for his brother are included in these posts, along with instances in which he appeared to laugh it off, which only served to strengthen the charges against him. The ongoing rumors about Dirk's connection to OTF Jam's baby mother are contributing to his growing legal problems. OTF Jam, a close associate of Dirk, has reportedly been wearing a wire while he was speaking with Dirk in order to obtain information that could further implicate him. Dirk's legal predicament has become even more problematic due to the possibility of his suspected cooperation with individuals who have been wearing wires for police enforcement. As the case develops, Dirk may face severe repercussions for these links to alleged illegal activity. However, there is more than simply the mounting legal proof. Additionally, there is growing friction over Dirk's role in the current violence in Chicago. Authorities are looking more closely at the lyrics after his song was released, which appears to make references to particular horrific crimes. Among the most prominent instances were Dirk's songs Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, which authorities think might allude to the case of Lil PAB, another individual who died in a similar manner. The song's lyrics, which describe seeing your son on the television and yelling in agony, appeared to be closely related to the circumstances surrounding Lil PAB's death, making it a crucial piece of evidence against Dirk. Brick Baby, a prominent member in the West Coast rap scene, offered his opinion on the matter, asserting that Dirk's conduct had rendered it hard for him to deny his role in the acts of retaliation that ensued after King Von's passing. Brick Baby claims that Dirk's actions following Lil PAB's passing demonstrated his allegiance to King Von, Brick Baby further connected Durk to the cycle of violence that has engulfed the rap culture by implying that he would have been happy to help if Durk had asked for it. Durk's legal defense is now more complicated as a result of the increased conjecture over his involvement in these instances. The evidence against Durk appears to be growing as these court cases progress, and it is more likely that he will be charged with significant crimes. Rumors circulated that Durk's quick relocation to a new jail facility was because of threats from other inmates, raising the possibility that his opponents are targeting him while he is behind bars. According to some accounts, Durk's prominence in the rap industry has made him a target in a system that lives on power dynamics, and attempts to take advantage of him for his fortune have resulted from this. These circumstances show the tremendous stress Durk is under as he fights the law as well as the violent and unstable realm of gang conflicts. Following these revelations, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, both involved in the ongoing dispute over King Von's death, spoke in interviews about the cycle of violence that has consumed their lives as well as Durk's. According to Lil Tim, if things had been handled properly, the conflict between Durk and his group could have been averted. He apologized for some of King Von's choices, implying that he may still be alive today if Von had behaved differently. Quando Rondo concurred, pointing out that Durk had lost both friends and family as a result of his desire for vengeance. Rondo's remarks were interpreted as an effort to communicate with Durk, suggesting that there were less harmful ways to deal with the violence. Tim and Rondo concurred that Durk's desire for vengeance had played a significant role in the conflict's present state of turmoil. The continuous conflict regarding Durk's connection with his co-defendant Vony adds to the case's drama. Vony, who has ties to the OTF group, reportedly applied for protective custody while incarcerated, which led to accusations of treachery. Social media was immediately used by Durk's followers to refute these allegations, claiming that Vony had not complied with authorities and that the accusations were untrue. DJ Academics, who has been keeping a close eye on the subject, highlighted that the Vony reports were probably exaggerated and underlined the necessity for a rigorous examination of the situation. Durk's legal team is still fighting to clear his name in spite of the increasing pressure. A phone conversation between Durk and his legal team was made public, which shocked many because it showed Durk's denials of the accusations against him and his resolve to remain upbeat and fight for his freedom. Additionally, the phone call disclosed that Durk was not requesting protective custody, which was perceived as a sign of his determination. In an effort to show that Durk is more than just a street character and that his acts are being misinterpreted, his fans have come together in support of him. The phone call's revelation, however, caused controversy as some critics questioned whether disclosing such private information to the public was a smart idea. While defending the ruling, DJ Academics hinted that Durk might not have been communicating with the people most effectively via phone call. Although Durk probably had good intentions, Academics contended that the phone conversation just made matters more problematic, particularly in light of the fact that everything Durk does these days tends to go viral. The case is still ongoing, with fresh information and developments emerging frequently. The stakes are extremely high for Durk, and his legal issues are far from done. Since Lil Durk's future is at stake, the public will surely continue to be obsessed with every update as the trial date approaches. It remains to be seen if he can successfully navigate the tempest that envelops him, but one thing is for sure. This case will continue to enthrall viewers and spark discussions about the relationship between crime, fame, and the struggle for justice.